Hey, John Dorsey here with findinfoworld Networks. And in this video, I want to talk about the current state of the country of America, of the United States, following the aftermath or following the 2016 presidential elections. You may have been noticing that people have gotten a little crazy because of the election of Donald Trump as the next president of the United States. And there's a certain segment of the population who has a big problem with it. You know, even though the majority of the people voted for him, the people who didn't vote for him have a big problem with him, of all people, being president. As if the alternate choice, as if Hillary Clinton was a better option, which on its face is ridiculous. But I'm not here in favor of Donald Trump. I'm not here for Donald Trump. I didn't vote for Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. But what I like to look at, I like to sit back and look at the hypocrisy of people. Now, just imagine when Barack Obama got elected, that Republicans or conservatives went out and protested and rioted and beat up people who voted for Barack Obama, called the people who voted for Barack Obama names, degraded them, did all the crazy stuff that they're doing now to people who voted for Donald Trump. Imagine the outrage that would have been happening all over the media, you know, all over the place. They've been claiming racism. They've been claiming America is still very racist. And so it's funny now that Donald Trump gets elected, and then now people who voted for him are being called racist, as if you voted for a white man instead of a white woman, so that means you're racist against, I don't know, everybody else, even though these two people were our so-called choices. And that's one of the main reasons why I don't vote, is because we are given these false options, these false choices. It's like it's a hurricane outside and your mother's telling you, well, you can go outside, but you have to wear either your rain boots or your rain hat. Now, are those real choices? Isn't the bigger issue that there's a hurricane going on outside? Well, that's kind of how the government treats the people. They give them these false choices, but don't make them aware of what the real threats are. Don't make them aware of what the real threat is. So they keep people in this state of, oh, my mother, my father, whatever, the government cares about me, and they're giving me these two choices that's going to look out for me, that's going to protect me from the future, when really the choices are not real choices at all. But you have people who wanted Hillary Clinton to win that now are marching the streets, beating up people, destroying property, and they're being allowed to do it, which is, you know, very bad. I guess, you know, I can't think of another way to put it, but it's very distasteful. It's very unclassy. Even if you thought that Hillary Clinton should have won because of the so-called polls, there's no denying that she was completely blown out by, if you trust what the results are saying. But how is it so hard to believe that she lost? I mean, she's historically probably the worst person to ever run for president of all time. And then they wonder, you know, they claim that Donald Trump is a racist, a bigot, a homophobe, you know, all the whatever name you can, or derogatory term you can call somebody, you know, as far as he doesn't like, I guess, people that's not like him, I don't know, whatever. They're claiming he's all these things, and I'm not saying he is or he isn't. The point is, they're acting like Hillary Clinton wasn't those things too. They're acting like we never elected a president that wasn't racist. This includes Barack Obama. Most of these presidents are bigoted in some form, in some way. These people don't get into office because they care about what you want. They care about what the people who pay them want. They care about the people who supported their big donors want. Why do you think Obamacare got passed? Because the health insurance companies wanted that. Not because the people wanted it. Why do you think the way that it's made does so much for the drug companies, well, them too, does so much for the health insurance companies' bottom line? Basically keeps their, has your premiums went down by, has your premiums for your health insurance changed in such a way that you are so thankful now that we have Obamacare? I doubt it. But back to the bigger point. People act like Donald Trump is the first person to ever think the way he thinks. And I'm telling you, all of them, the majority of them think that way. The majority of them don't like you. The majority of these presidents that have got elected or ran for office don't care about what you want. They don't like you. They don't like your family. They don't like what you stand for. Why do you think all these people talk a good game when they're running, when they're campaigning, and then they get in there and do nothing for you? They act like they don't know you. They never heard of you. They act like they don't know what you're talking about when you ask them about your concerns that they promised you. Just look at all the things Barack Obama promised. And how many of those things did he actually get in there and do? Don't say it was because Congress was in the way. Because his first 4 years, or his first 2 years, whatever it was, it was an all Democrat Congress, so whatever he wanted to get done, he could have got done then. But he didn't, because he's a fraud, just like all the rest of them. And a lot of people who support Donald Trump think that he's going to be different. And I'm pessimistic when it comes to that, because I don't think he'll be any different than anyone else. And he talks, Donald Trump is who he is now what he's always been. He says what's on his mind. He doesn't care who he offends, and he doesn't have time to beat around the bush and BS you. So at least you can expect that from him, that he's always going to be straight up with you. But will he be that way now that he's been elected into office? Will he be straight up and be a man of his word? That's yet to be determined. So that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to go on this little rant and hope that people will calm down, settle down, because if you think that don't expect that now that you set this precedence that, oh, I don't like the election results, so now I'm going to protest and hurt people and destroy property, and then in the next election cycle somebody you do like, they gets elected, and then the other side does the same thing you did. Don't act like now there's a problem. Don't act like now, oh, those people are so losers. Don't act like now, oh, these people are so unclassy, classless. These people are so basically just degenerates because now they don't like what the election results are, and now they want to protest and riot. Well, you did the exact same thing this week. So that's all I wanted to say. I don't post too much about politics on my blog. I do get into a little bit of politics on the YouTube channel. So subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to the findinfoworld channel. Check out our Facebook page at Facebook.com/findinfoworld, or just type in findinfoworld on Facebook. Our Twitter is findinfoworld. So basically, findinfoworld is all over the internet. You type it in, and something we are whatever, all the things we're on will pop up. So that's all I want to say. If you agree, like this video. If you disagree, dislike this video. But either way, leave comments, share this video, and yeah, let's just do what's important, and that is take control of our own lives, take care of our families, and then not put so much focus on who's the person that gets selected to be in the White House. All right, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Talk to you soon.